the myths Gen X spread. Really interested to check this video out and kind of see like all the myths that was spreading around the Gen X period. That's not my period, but it'd be interesting to see if any of the myths was for me as well growing up. So yeah, super excited to jump into this video. Before we do,
hey guys, this is Ken again from Some of You Reacts. I love doing these videos. I know it's been a while. I have a new 9 to 5, so it's been taking up a lot of my time. So let's get into it.
I appreciate if you guys can hit that subscribe button, and I'm also posting extra content to my Patreon. Link is in description. Right, let's jump into this and check this out.
For those of us who grew up in Generation X and before, we did not need the internet to spread false information.
Okay,
True.
What
It was
about?
all done by word of mouth.
Absolutely.
In the same token, we did not have the internet to research this on our own.
True.
Many of us believed in these myths as truth, but since that time, we have realized that they are false.
Yo, like, yeah, if someone told you something, bro, I'm going on like, I knew this heavily, but like, I had a little bit of a part, like a time before the internet, kind of.
still go to the library?
I did have phones and stuff when I was like 10. But if someone told you something, bro, you would believe it. You ain't got
Not
no
always.
to search it up.
There's always
This
a
video,
library.
we will have a look back on
Encyclopedias.
some of the myths that we believed as a Gen Xer.
Okay, let's see.
Kids from Generation X love trick-or-treating and everything Halloween.
Okay,
But this sacred holiday for kids wasn't without its own crazy rumors.
why, what happened?
Do you remember the panic over candy and apples having razor blades and needles in them? We all
What?
heard that, but yet we never saw it. Another rumor that
Yo, what did you see the raise? Oh wait, but actually in the food? Yo.
probably
Dude, I totally remember that time. My mom's like, let me check your candy and the apples. Of course, as kids, you always toss the apples because it's always the dentist that give you those. So you toss that, keep the candy. But yeah, that was the thing back in the day.
believed in is how the local hospital would x-ray your candy to ensure that it
No.
was needle and
No.
razor blade free.
What?
Did anyone out there actually have that done?
No, I don't know anybody.
Surely
Razor
not.
blades made their way into another urban legend, and some kids were truly terrified by this one. Remember hearing about blades being placed on
Yes.
water slides so that they would cut you on the way down?
Yes.
They could have been loosely placed on the slide, wedged in the cracks, or stuck on there with gum or
No.
putty.
Totally disgusting. I totally remember having bad dreams about that, but I never heard of anybody ever happening to. But I remember that being talked about, and I remember the horrible dreams.
That's disgusting.
Yes, it is.
It may be laughable now, but there really was a time period where the Satanic Panic had gripped the nation.
Oh, God.
This
Really?
was especially true in the 1980s.
That's mad.
There were all sorts of rumors about Satanists that lived out in the woods or in an
Wasn't
abandoned
true.
house that were
Keg
sacrificing
parties.
animals.
Yeah, screw that.
Police departments everywhere even
Yes.
believed in these happenings.
What?
I remember in high school, we'd go up to the mountains, have keg parties. Cops came there and they didn't bust it, but they were asking if we were Satan worshipers. We're like, no, we're just partying, drinking beer.
And any time that we saw a pentagram, we instantly became
Motley Crue,
horrified. But the truth is that rarely, if ever, happened.
Is that true?
However, this same sort of panic carried over into the music world. Churches would play records backwards
Oh,
so that you could
please.
hear these satanic messages, and they would warn kids the dangers of listening to certain rock and heavy metal bands.
What?
Kiss was certainly
Kiss.
one of those many targets. And remember what their names supposedly stood for?
Knights in Satan's
I
service?
bet you either heard Kids in Satan's Service or Knights in Satan's Service.
Yeah. My mom
band
did like
AC
that.
Wait, what does it actually mean? Or does it not have
I
a
don't
meaning?
know.
Is it just called
It's
Kiss?
probably just a
DC
way to
also
get
had
girls.
rumors that it stood for After Christ, Devil Comes, or Antichrist, Devil's Children.
That's what I remember.
Gene Simmons from the band Kiss was also involved in another crazy rumor. We were told that he had a cow's tongue that was grafted onto his own.
I remember
And
hearing
how
that.
about that Bloody Mary rumor? Somehow,
Yo, wait.
What?
Okay, so this was a myth that was around when I was a kid as well.
Really?
So this carried on from Gen X to my era. So yeah, bro. Saying that, bro, I wouldn't even do that now.
this was supposed to summon her from hell, and
Wait.
kids were rumored to be found dead after seeing her appear in the mirror.
Yeah, no way. That's giving me goosebumps.
Red rum?
Some of the
Backwards?
rumors that we heard about cars were frightening, while others were not. We just believed in them either way.
About what?
We were
Christine?
told not to flash our headlights at cars driving down the road at night with no lights on.
Why?
If we did, then this was some sort of gang initiation and we would be killed.
Really?
What?
And
I never
how
heard of
many
that.
times were you told that it was illegal to drive down the road at
Wait, if you flashing your lights at a car that don't have lights and tell them to put the lights on, you're gonna think that like that's a gang initiation and you're gonna get killed?
No.
What?
would be killed? And how many times were you told that it was illegal to drive down the road at night with the interior lights on?
Okay. Interesting.
Food products had their own rumors, and
Wait, isn't it illegal though? I thought that was illegal.
Yeah.
were you told that it was illegal to drive down the road at night with the interior lights on?
Is that not illegal?
It caused a visibility issue.
Food products had their own rumors, and we believed them to be true. You know, if you swallow gum, your body can't digest it for 7 years.
Right.
I remember
I
hearing
would
that.
have been dead years ago with as much gum as I swallowed in school.
You guys shit him out
Wait,
anyway.
wait. I thought swallowing gum. Bro, I still believe that rumor. I thought swallowing gum is bad. Is it
Well,
not?
yeah, it comes out.
Why was we told not to swallow gum?
It comes out. So
Another
out,
one
don't worry
concerning
about it.
gum was about bubble yum. Supposedly,
it.
it was only soft because it was made out of spider eggs.
Oh,
It
I
became
heard
so
that
big that the company even took out an ad to try
Really?
to dispel it.
Oh.
And how many of us tried to look for a Native American shooting a star on a Tootsie Pop wrapper?
never.
If you found one, then supposedly you would get a lifetime supply of them.
That would be an
Many
awesome.
kids found these and tried to redeem them at stores. Usually the clerk would give you a free one just to get you to shut up and get out of the store.
Man.
This never was really a thing.
Oh man.
Another interesting tale
What is
involved
this?
the dot candies that you could buy, and they were supposed to be laced with LSD.
Really?
At least that's what kids spread.
Yo, the
man.
kids are going to the shops, bro, getting some sweets, some candy. And they're like, yo, I'm feeling good, man. This is a good high, bro.
Speaking of LSD, if you used it 7 times, then you would legally be insane.
I heard that.
Remember Mikey
Hey,
from the
Mikey.
Life cereal commercials? Well,
I
he's
do.
alive and well today, but
He is?
many of us believed that he had died from consuming Pop Rocks and Coca-Cola.
Yo, if you could die from consuming
No, that's just the equivalent of Mentos and soda these days.
Coca-Cola, I'm going to be dead like tomorrow, bro.
Yes,
I
you
drink
will.
too much.
The rumor was that his stomach exploded from the combination, and that was the end of it.
What?
If you ever watched the show Mythbusters, then you probably already know that this myth is not true.
Okay, thank you.
Coke was also involved in another rumor that we believe to be true.
Cocaine.
If you had a spare tooth laying around, then you could drop it in a glass of Coca-Cola, and by morning time, it would be completely dissolved.
Yo, I never
Really?
heard of that.
It seemed
Wait, could it dissolve your... I wouldn't be surprised if it could dissolve your tooth, though.
like there
Heard
was
like
always a
steak.
healthy dose of rumors going around about famous people.
Right.
God.
Some of
Stuart.
those involved gerbils and various other gross acts
Yeah.
that we won't go
He doesn't know what that means, but yeah. You guys that are my age, we all heard that story.
into on here, but a couple of them you may remember hearing.
What?
The reason why Mr. Rogers always wore long sleeves is because he had tattoos all over them.
No,
He was
he
also a
didn't.
Marine sniper in Vietnam.
know who he
Absolutely
is.
none of that was true. He was always just a minister with a successful kids show.
People just wanted to see him as a badass with these tattoos, bro, and a sniper, you know what I mean?
Walt Disney was rumored to have his body frozen, and he was
I heard
awaiting a
that.
cure for cancer so that he could be brought back to life.
I heard of this.
In reality, he was cremated.
Oh.
Some of the technology of the time period also had its share of rumors.
What is that?
Did you ever hear of people running into AIDS needles in the coin slots of payphones and soda
No.
machines?
Oh.
This particular
never.
rumor led to a lot of change being left in those. What about how you needed to stay 6 feet away from a running microwave?
remember hearing that.
And if you did not, then you would become sterile.
Wait. I'm pretty sure when I was a kid, I stayed away from my microwave because I thought the radiation would affect me.
Yeah. Well, look, it did.
I don't
didn't
know
it?
if anyone else felt the same when I was a kid. I'm hoping someone else did, feel the same that I
hey,
felt.
buddy.
But so I'm not alone with
definitely
this. But yeah,
affected
that's
you.
what I felt, man.
How many times did your parents tell you to not sit so close to the television
Yeah.
or you'll go blind?
Right.
Yep.
They also probably told you to not watch it without a light on.
Yeah.
Yet here we are, and
Just
we've
don't be
had
close.
computer screens and phone screens crammed in front of our faces for decades.
Oh.
If you were a kid in the later part of the 80s, then I'm sure you
MTV.
thought that blowing into a Nintendo cartridge was necessary, but it was
Yeah.
not.
Really?
Really, it just needed a better connection.
Wait, that never worked. I always blown, not Nintendo, but like PlayStation 1. PlayStation 1, I would get the disc, and I would like blow them and all sorts, bro. And even like Game Boy Advance and stuff,
Maybe the
cartridges,
humidity
I'd always blow in them.
created contact. I don't know.
Acid rain was
Oh, I
another
know
thing
this.
that we were all supposed to be worried about.
What do you
Would
mean?
it melt you or just turn your hair green? Who knows, but so far we're all doing good. Pool water had a rumor that I'm sure we have all heard. If you peed in the pool, then everyone would know because the water would change colors.
Right.
Yes.
At
but
some
they put
time or
that
another,
cat
we
with it.
probably all disproved that rumor.
I'm sure we
Dungeons
did.
and
I know I
Dragons
did.
became pretty popular to play, but the rumor was that it could make you possessed if you played it.
Yo,
But
really?
one of the
Bunch of
funniest
devil
rumors that we
worshippers.
all heard in America
My
was
mate
how
plays it.
black belts in karate had to register their hands with the police departments as deadly weapons. But not
Well, to be fair, they are deadly weapons, bro. But then so are boxers as well.
register their hands with the police departments as deadly weapons.
No.
But
Never heard
not
that.
boxers or kung fu guys
What?
or any other type of martial artist. That one never made sense to me, but it went around like crazy. Gen X kids have certainly seen their share of
love
crazy
pop
rumors, and
Oh,
many
yeah.
of these myths were shared with our friends without even thinking about them.
We've seen.
What's interesting about these old myths is how they keep coming back up, and from time to time I still see them on Facebook.
Sometimes
True.
they
The
just
good
never
thing
die.
is now we have a computer to research it on our own before spreading
That's the thing with the myths, bro, that you couldn't do your research. You just had to take their word for it, so you believed it back
Yeah.
then. You know what I mean? Now you could just
Oh,
do
yeah.
your research.
it first.
You know, the interesting thing also about that is that we were less divisive because we were all fed from the same spoon, so we kind of believed the same things. So America was definitely more unified than it is now, where you have all these different sources. So sorry, that was my little soapbox.
Further, do you remember any other crazy myths that you heard? Let us know in the comments.
Yo, make sure you do, because I know a lot of you guys from my previous Gen X video. I know a lot of you guys grew up through the Gen X period. You guys know of any myths? Let me know in the comment section that wasn't included, or anything you did that you tried or you believed. Let me know. But yeah, that was a
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed this reactionary video. I love doing these because this is my generation, the generation I grew up in. A lot of you guys watching this video probably grew up in this generation as well. So it's definitely nice to reflect on it, and definitely nice to see how millennials will react to it as well. So we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.